Hey, welcome everyone to the number one talk show about Skottie Young
Hello,
on
hello.
YouTube. Yeah, that was going to go on way too long, Tyler. Thanks for
No,
jumping
no.
in.
I was always like chiming in. I'm more, it's that segmented thing, but I don't want to be the only one talking. So
No, it's all good. Welcome everybody back to Wednesday night. Hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. We've already got the bad news that one of our regulars, Ryan Pratt, will not be able to make it tonight because of family obligations. We completely understand and hope he has a great time with the family. But I'm gonna try to keep going. I'm gonna try not to ramble on because Tyler has a big show ahead of him this weekend for MegaCon, and he's going to be one of the probably 10 or 20 people that show up for the show. So hopefully he'll
oh,
get some good stuff.
and I wish I was only one of 10 people who were actually there. So
Hey Seth, what's up? Becker's on too, Mike Becker. Hey Becker, hope you're
howdy,
doing
howdy.
well. I think I watched the 4C show on. I think it's last night. It seems like it was 2 or 3 nights ago, but I believe they said that Becker was under the weather and was unable to be on that show. So hopefully, if that's the case, he's feeling better.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So the talk of the week is MegaCon. That's what everybody's talking. All the artists, every Instagram post I see now is showing all the different artists that are going to be there, and I will not be there, but my partner in crime, Tyler, will be there. How excited are you, Tyler, about it?
Oh man, I'm super excited. I've been going off and on for the past 15. Well, this would be 15 years now, off and on. I think maybe like my I don't know, probably eighth, maybe ninth time overall. Probably like eighth. But I used to go back in college when I attended Ringling College in Sarasota, and we drive up with friends, and it was super fun. It's even more fun now that I have adult money and I can actually purchase bigger items. So it's nice
Adult
to be able
money.
to.
I love that phrase, Tyler. That's great. Adult money.
Yeah, and in college, it was, hey, that's cool. Because what's funny is, and we'll see later on, is that that Skottie happened to be there when I was there, and the fact that I didn't see him is again another disappointment, along with Heroes Con, that I now have to live with the rest of my life. But again, you can't change the past; you just got to keep moving on. But I'm super excited, very much looking forward to it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And we'll talk a little bit about one of Scottie's appearances there in a minute. But two ships passing in the night. You all were almost there, but hopefully he'll return to MegaCon one day, and then maybe I'll have to make the trip down there. So, and as
There you go.
Becker said, he's recovering from the flu.
Yes.
He's just recovering from flu. Thank you. So hopefully he'll have a full recovery. I know a lot of that mess is going on right now.
It's not fun, yes, yeah. Hopefully you're feeling better and on the road to recovery.
So yeah, 4 kids in the house. We pass it around like crazy, and thankfully, hopefully, it's almost out of our house for the season. But as soon as you say that, next week I'll be talking with
Yeah,
us.
knocking on wood, exactly.
So MegaCon, there's a lot of people there. We've established that there's more than 10 or 20 in Tyler. Last year we were
Yeah.
discussing 190,000 fans were estimated to show up for it.
Yep.
The year before that, I believe it was 160, and the year before that was 140. So will this be the year they break 200,000?
Oh, 100%. They had said greater than 190, so I'm sure, maybe it was between 190, 195, kind of in that range, or maybe lower, who knows. But it wouldn't surprise me. As we talked about, I've never seen them sell out of tickets, or sell out to certain days, especially Saturday, their biggest day. So that's continued to be the case here. We haven't sold out of any days of the general admission tickets. So I'm going to see how it is tomorrow. Thursday is always my favorite day. It is so much more relaxed and chilled than the other days. So I can get a lay of the land without having to bump shoulders every single second. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It definitely helps having the 2 days before the craziness of the weekend. So yeah, it's contending with New York Comic Con for the population, the attendance at least.
Yeah, we were
Surpassed
talking
San
a little bit
Diego, yeah.
about that before the show, where like you said, New York Comic Con, I think approached 200,000 attendees last year overall, and even San Diego Comic Con was somewhere around 135, 140. So MegaCon has made the kind of a name for themselves as being probably the fastest growing, biggest con out there, and will probably surpass New York Comic Con this year.
The crazy thing too is that, you know, generally they split it between two of the concourses. So there's 4 concourses to the convention center itself, the west and east and the north and south. So they still contain it to only 2 concourses. So, you know, eventually it wouldn't surprise me if they maybe pick up that 3rd and 4th for, you know, and start to split things off a bit more. You know, maybe that's presumptuous of me to say, but you know, if they need the space, they're definitely not lacking in it. So
Absolutely. As Becker said, anyone coming out to Planet, not this year. I'd love to get out there. I know Skottie will be there this year, and Becker, you'll have to make sure and do enough chatting and conversing with him and Megan and the crew to make up for us not being there. But yeah, I'd love to head out there one year, especially being as close as it is to the Stupid Fresh Mess offices there in the Midwestern area.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'd love to go out there, like you said, especially since, you know, that's one of the few Scotties and consistently at. So maybe one of these days y'all have to travel out there. But yeah, for now I generally stick to the ones that are closest to me or a relative. So
well, I have heard, and Becker may be able to confirm this or deny it if it's true, but if the Eagles win the Super Bowl this Sunday, they will cancel Planet City. So or Planet Con, whatever it's called.
Planet Con.
So I just heard that. I can't confirm that though, but that is a rumor that's out there. So.
That's funny.
One of my good friends at work is a big Eagles fan, so he's live or die Eagles, and you know Skottie and Megan and Becker's from it's a big Chiefs fan, so it's I'm okay with whoever wins. I don't have any affiliation.
Exactly. No, I'm right there with you. No skin in the game personally. So
yeah, my team's got the number 1 pick in the draft. That's how bad we were. So I have nothing to say about that. Now Seth is out there, and he may have popped out by now, but I believe he's going to be at MegaCon, or either he's got enough commissions set up where he don't even need to go anymore.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure with all the commissions he's got, he'll definitely make an appearance for sure. So yeah, I told him hopefully, you know, we'll reach out and maybe we'll get to meet up in person. I'm sure we'll probably run into each other at Brett's booth. So
no, that's just to see Skottie Young in the wild.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, that's you would have to have some bit of composure and be like, hey, what's up? But
depends on how many drinks I'm in. how bad it would be. So
yeah, Tyler would probably not act as composed. If you see the first picture of Tyler, the second one we're at Heroes with him and Skottie, that's probably the same face he would be making the whole time. So
it's like I feel like it's like a tradition now, because I think I brought it up before, but it was, you know, it's funny because when I first met him at San Diego Comic-Con, we took a picture, you know, we were just smiling as normal, and you know, then I like made a face and I was like, oh, you know, he won't. And Skottie was like, no, yeah, let's do a face. And I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's definitely do a face. Cause like, this is way more fun than just, you know, smiling, you know, awkwardly. So
like this guy.
Yeah. you gotta get the thumbs up, you know?
Yeah. A wink. All right. But first, before we talk any more about MegaCon, breaking news.
Drum roll.
Boom! Derek Loffman has been announced as the new artist for I Hate Fairyland. Volume number trace. I was trying. We are a bilingual show, so I was trying to get our little bit of Spanish in there that we could.
I like it.
Yeah. So this is very exciting news, and one of the reasons this is exciting is because our boy Tyler here called it out several episodes ago in one of the worst episodes that we did, thanks to me, naming it a name that nobody knows what it means. That feeling you can only say it is in French. A deep dive into a Stephen King short story for Deja Vu. And the point of the episode was, what artist's art make you feel the same feels as Skottie Young's art does? And lo and behold, Mr. Derek Loffman, I almost said Kaufman because I'm an idiot, was one of Tyler's choices. And Tyler, he knows his stuff when he talks about Derek. He's been a big fan of him, and I'll let you spill all the different Derek stuff and swag you got.
No, for sure. Yeah, he's an artist I've been following for years. So yeah, when they made that announcement, I immediately commented on their story and was like, no way Derek's going to be, you know, the new I Hate Fairyland artist. I loved his Untold Tales issue that he did. Like I said, I've been following his art for a while. These are just some of the art books and books that I got from him. including his newest Kickstarter run that he did for a comic he's doing called Crimson Fall. And this is actually the second one. The first one was more of a short kind of booklet form. This one's more of an actual, graphic novel size.
And Tyler, if you were one of the like 3 or 4 people that actually watched episode 4, Tyler referenced all these Kickstarters. So this isn't something that he's picked up today. He actually knows his stuff.
I've been like I said, I've been following him for a while. I was telling Dustin the first Kickstarter I backed of his, or when I finally, I really got to see his art and support it, was with his Kickstarter where he did a reprinting of his first art book, XL edition. So it was just a larger format of his first art book, because I unfortunately had missed out. And so I was able to get that. That's somewhere in my room. I've got some of his other ones, 3 of his creations that he's done, which these are really cool. These are more so, just kind of all of his own creations, if you will, just, hence the name creation. So all of the his own illustrations for stuff. And, you can see Crimson Fall in there, which is really cool. I was telling Dust, one of my favorite ones I backed was The Witch of Wickerson. This is a book he did on Kickstarter, which originated from Inktober, which is really cool. He did a page a day, which turned into this book. And I backed him and got this really awesome sketch of the main villain from the book itself. So I love his work. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do on I Hate Fairyland. Like I said, I really love what he did with Untold Tales. And I cannot wait to see him in more of an official role. And like you said, Seth, I don't know if it is officially a volume 3 or just issue 21. It's not, I would assume probably volume 3, because, with the Untold Tales announcement, they announced, that they were going to do multiple artists. It wasn't just going to be, the next artist who was working on it. So I would assume, but again, you never should assume. We can just kind of guess at the moment. And as I'll politely remind people, we are not affiliated with Skottie Super Fresh Mess. So this is all just, it's just our own estimations. So
yeah, and I think if I'm trying to kind of put that out in the world, volume 3, because I like the clean break between Scottie's art and Brett's art between volume 1 and volume 2, and I'm kind of hoping that Derek will get that same I'd say advantage of being able to have a clean break and start.
Honestly, it's such a smart idea. I mean, and again, it's how all comics are done. It's never the same artist on Spider-Man or anything else. Like, it's rare that you get an artist like who sticks with it. Say for instance, Ryan Otley in Invincible. So I really like the idea of, like you said, breaking it up into different volumes and different segments and giving those artists time to shine and really dig into the story and make it their own. So like you said, I also hope that he gets to be a part of volume 3. So
yeah, I think that'll be really good. And if it's not, I mean, it's not a deal breaker. It's not that big of a deal, but starting off of volume 3, it also has that classic fairy tale feel to it, where there's the different books that we've seen, like the pink, green, yellow, like each 2 have their own, like, it's just kind of a clean new story that's being, put out there. But if they do 21, at least you've got Scottie's volume 1 as the kind of the original, and then you got the other artist, the newer artist, as the volume 2. So whatever they do will be good, but that's just my assumption at this point. Tyler doesn't assume. Unfortunately, I assume way too much. So
I just hope, like I said, I'm whatever part he is playing in the series, I'm here for. And like I said, I'm super excited for him. And I commented on Derek's post. And again, an artist I've not had the fortune yet of meeting in person, but hopefully one day I will. Like, I get to do Brett Bean this weekend. So what's going on, Shane?
And I'm sure Shane's just jumping in here now and seeing episode 19 covered up by episode 4. And it looks like we're having technical difficulties, which is not too far off from what our usual Wednesday night is. But as we said, this is the announcement for the night before you get back into our MegaCon talk, is that Derek, I keep on wanting to say Kaufman, dang it, Derek Kaufman will be the new artist for I Hate Fairyland Volume 3, maybe. But he'll definitely be the artist. And after the news broke, I contacted Derek and asked him to come on here, and he said he'd be willing to chat as soon as there's more information to spill. So hopefully on a future show, if everything lines up great, we'll be able to have Derek on here to talk with us similarly to the way that we did with Brett a few episodes ago. And not just about I Hate Fairyland, but to kind of get a rundown of his full career and what we have to look forward to with the art on the new I Hate Fairyland arc. So,
and rest assured, we will have a Lothman counter in that one, just as we had a Bean counter in Brett. So
I think since I said Kaufman, we've got to have a little Andy Kaufman head pop up in there, and you can. So, man,
that'd be good. Yeah.
Nah, don't patronize.
No, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, discipline. Yes, smack my hand when I say stupid stuff.
Oh man.
All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program for the night, MegaCon. Now, was 2014 the year? Because this is Skottie had posted. I believe this was on Twitter somewhere. I believe it was Twitter that he had posted his list. If you look, you may have to squint a little bit, but those are all like commission requests from guests at MegaCon back in 2014. And he said this was his Friday night list to work on for the different sketches. And man, it was full. There was tons of different requests as expected back whenever Skottie was able to do sketches. Was this the year that you were thinking of that you were at with him, or is it a different year?
Probably an earlier year. Yeah, this would have been goodness, junior. Yeah, I'm trying to think, or junior. I think junior year for me. Anyways, things were more serious, so I wouldn't have had the time, unfortunately, to go to MegaCon. So it probably, like you said, it would have been like 2010 to 2012. So I wouldn't have been there that year, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's like you said, that's 10 years ago, and that's how long the list was. So
yeah, and he had worked through. It looked like about 9 or 10 of them. I think that had been marked off. But if you look at the name of the list, I mean, it's the usual suspects. There's Rockets. There's Harley Quinn. There was even a Spock, which I thought Seth had the first Spock I'd ever seen by Skottie. That whenever he did the CGC list,
the
remote. I saw that on there. I thought that's pretty neat. But it's worth zooming in on some of those just to see all the different characters that people picked and ones that have never popped up out in the wild for us to see what they actually looked like. But yeah. And the other thing for MegaCon, and as Tyler had alluded to earlier, our buddy Brett will be there, and today is his birthday. So make sure and take him a cupcake or a cookie or a bag of M&Ms.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to reach out and be like, "Hey, what's your favorite candy?" Since people seem to do that with Skottie and Megan and stuff. So I might still do. I feel like the cupcake will probably get ruined, kind of like Harry Potter style. Like I'll pull it out of my jacket and be like, "Sorry, I might have sat on it a little bit." C2E2.
Oh, that's true. If anybody hasn't seen Seth, and I keep Seth, you got to post it in the group, then the Skottie Young appreciation group too, so we can all, drool over it there. It is. I wish I had a picture of tonight. If you ever come on the show, we'll definitely have to post it. But it is an awesome rocket commission that Seth was able to pick up at one of the auction sites, and I was floored by how detailed it was. And when he got it in hand, it somehow looked better in the pictures even than what the auction site had it up. So, oh yeah, I'll remind you, it's really nice, Seth. Congratulations on that one. That was a really good one. But speaking of rocket, it's also something that, did I put that one in there? Yeah, bottom right corner, Brett. It looks like Brett will have a rocket at MegaCon available for sale, along with one of your favorites up there. I'm afraid to even say it. I don't want to give it away, but the Scrooge.
I know the Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, is just fantastic. Sorry, yeah, my eyes were up. I was trying to find the sketch real quick to see if I could throw it up there.
Okay, my bad.
No, yeah, he posted that Scrooge McDuck, and I was like, man, it's just you just keep posting more, making it more tempting to just spend all my money at your booth directly. Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, it's so fun. I just love his variety from Creep Show to Superman, Savage Dragon, Princess Leia. I mean, it's such a smorgasbord, which makes it so fun. And even like the Princess Leia, which I was like, I wonder if Seth's kind of, inspired, like, hey, maybe I'll do a Princess Leia one, because I did that, Gert Leia one he did. So, and when I comment on his Instagram, he did say, these should be there unless somebody's reached out and pre-purchased them. So,
Right.
which, you know, if somebody's reached out to more great art, then these won't be there. But I'm kind of just waiting to be surprised. It's been tough to hold back. I'm such a person where like I want to be in the moment and look at it and stuff, then go ahead and pre-plan. So.
Well, it's the ones that he's actually holding there. If anybody goes to More Great Art's website, you look in the commission section under Brett Bean. Those are available for sale for the most part. If they have not sold, I am really shocked that the Savage Dragon hasn't sold yet because its color and there's such great detail on it. That one kind of surprises me. And
Same with the Deadpool one. I think the Deadpool one is,
one.
and it's such a fun, especially like the little, like when he was showing it off, I like that he wrote like shh over secret, like shit's a secret war. I was just like, man, the jokes and layers you've got going to this are so fun. So,
oh yeah. So make sure if you're at MegaCon to go support Brett and buy some art, do a commission, get a book, whatever you can. Great guy.
Yes. No. And like, Seth said, yeah, we'll probably have to just meet up at Brent's Brett Bean's booth. So,
yeah, so I'm lucky enough. Hopefully, within the next week or two, Tyler is actually picking up a piece of art from Brett for me. Thankfully, that I worked out, so I'll be able to show that off in new Skottie art in the next couple of weeks. So.
Yes, and I got my portfolio case that I'm bringing to hold art and stuff that I get there, so it'll keep it safe while I'm walking around. So
Good man. Let's see what Becker said here. Trying to save up for Planet after going back to back. Oh yeah, Chiefs are killing my con budget. Yeah, but great news. Apparently NFL tickets are plunging because they said the Super Bowl prices are down this year. But I don't know if that's down from like 8,000 to 7,000 or whatever it may be. But I'm sure having the AFC Championship hosted at Kansas City with the Bills coming to town and then the Texans before then, those were not cheap tickets. So I know what he means. Hopefully his budget will be recovered completely in time for Planet.
I said the same thing. Every year I'm like, all right, I'm going to start saving up for MegaCon next year. I'll be prepared, and lo and behold, it gets a rise, and I'm never prepared as much as I want to be. So I totally understand and feel that.
If only you could actually do a budget freeze and hold to it. But when you see cool stuff pop up, it's hard not to go ahead and grab it.
I know, exactly.
All right. So, Tyler, this is some of the stuff that you had from last year's. And if you want to discuss, this looks like this is the all Ryan Otley slide.
I know, yeah. I was bad. I didn't find as many photos as I should have for MegaCon. Yeah, these are the ones that Dustin was kind enough to grab off of Facebook because he did a deep dive into my social media post, and
we're not going to talk about that.
Found more than he bargained for. But thankfully found these. I mean, of course, you got to kick it off with the Ryan Otley commission I got of Gert. Fighting Invincible and holding his mask, and it's got the Invincible, my fluffin' A, as he's saying there, so, or she's saying there, and then of course I started making it a tradition where I get remarks from him just because that's an easy pick. It's not as expensive, and I like being able to fill all of my compendiums and collectors books and stuff. I thought about doing the same thing there. Unfortunately, the main annoyance is lugging those things around. They're so heavy and so big. And it's like the first thing I get at the con, and I'm like, okay, well now I got to carry this thing around. But I'll go back to Ryan's booth again. I was also contemplating, the remarks. But as we'll see coming up, there might be something else that's caught my eye. But Artist Alley. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Artist Alley and the comic strip is generally where I find myself. But I brought out a few pictures I was going to show off. Some celebrity photo ops that I was showing Dustin before we got on. So some of my favorites that I have here personally are these. I think were from 2 years ago. So this was in the height of COVID. I got to meet Brendan Fraser and get a photo with him. And I asked quickly if he wouldn't mind doing finger guns. And as I pointed out to Dustin, I was still smiling at the camera like a buffoon. Brendan was looking at me as if like we're undercover agents, and it just makes the picture even funnier and more of a memory, which is fun. And then the other one that year that I got that I could not pass up on was the 4 hobbits themselves. again, I was trying to think of a pose I could do, and I just threw up my hands like, hey, look at these guys. And, they did the same. And again, it's super quick, especially with the plexiglass in between. It's hard to really talk to them. Anybody who's gotten a photo op would know that it's just very quick. And then the one last year that we got, which was very special to us, especially my wife, who's a massive Back to the Future fan. We got a picture with all of the cast from Back to the Future. So that was really special, especially with Michael J. Fox there. He was fighting and struggling to, to be there to take photos with everybody. And, they told us that, that we need to be quick, please, thoroughly just get up there, get your picture so everybody can get their picture made with this group. They were super kind, super nice. We had all on our shirts. My wife was dressed up in the middle there. We held up these little plushies. So that one's a really, really fun one. Again, just super nice. We watched their interview the night before, and that one was really cool just to hear the cast and crew talk, about the movie and their memories, and just see them. Again, they've got this rapport and friendship they've built up over the years. And then the piece de resistance, as I was showing Dustin, was back in college. My dad surprised me with a VIP experience with Stan the Man Lee himself. So an incredibly young version of me with Stan Lee there. This was back in 2011. So 14 years ago almost now. But truly incredible to be able to get a picture with him. I was able to also get an autograph, a comic signed by him, which I was telling Dustin I greatly need to find now that JSA is doing authentication, to send that in and get that graded and sealed. But it comes to my story because I was telling Dustin that when I was at the convention, knew I was going to meet Stan Lee. We were walking the floor, and all of a sudden I see the crowd before us parting, and there's people moving towards us. And sure enough, lo and behold, it was Stan Lee. And I've never had an outer body experience before that very moment, where as Stan Lee was passing me, I suddenly found myself reaching out and put my hand on his shoulder. And he's the sweetest old guy who just turned around and looked at me and smiled. And then they had to move past the security guard. Was like, hey, we got to keep moving. We can't stop for anything. And it was super cool getting to meet and see him. So lots of memories there. Super awesome. I love, the stuff that I've gotten. This is only partial. I've got tons of other art from other artists that I follow. Another one that I'll call out is Lisa V. They've become a favorite of my sister-in-law's and my wife and I's. They're a super cool artist. Very chill. They've got really great art. We love their style and the stuff that they put out. So looking forward to seeing them again. And and then any, trinkets. I've got tons of keychains, pins, just all kinds of stuff that I'll just kind of fill the bag with as the weekend goes on. So
I don't think everybody realized this, Tyler, when you were showing the pictures there, but probably people saw the glass there and probably assumed that was during the COVID years. But that was actually because Tyler reached out and grabbed Stan Lee. They put a glass up between him and all the celebrities.
They implemented new rules after that. They were like, hey, so no touching of the celebrities.
Yes. It's over with this year. So
exactly. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. We've got a few lined up this year. My sister-in-law is a huge Supernatural fan. So her and I are going to grab a picture with Jared Padalecki, which will be fun. And then my wife and my sister-in-law, and I'll begrudgingly say myself into this, are fans of Twilight and have rewatched that series more times than we can count. So we're getting a photo with the entire Cullen family, pretty much, who's going to be there. So that'll be a silly fun one to get a photo with. And then, So I mean, that's never fun to wait for them, but it is always super fun to get a picture. I know you're riding a banner. You're riding like Tyler's Twilight or something. Breaking news: Tyler's Twilight heart.
Yes, sir. It has to be said.
The other one is we got Tom Hiddleston last year. That was a fun one. Express. That's a good. Yeah.
I feel like I got to keep it going the rest of the show.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you got to cover your bases. Yeah, you don't want it to get out that you're a Twilight fan. So
that's a.
No, I should have got the Tom Hiddleston one. That one's actually a personal favorite of mine. Is my sister-in-law was on his left, I was on his right. And we hug him really close, and I'm pushing my wife away, like, no, I'm getting in the picture with Tom Hiddleston. You're not getting in the picture with him. And he smiled at us, and as he looked down afterwards, like he just laughed at like us taking this photo. And
Yeah.
super nice guy. But yeah, it's always super fun. Same with autographs. I've got and I probably should have got it down, but I got my Jedi Fallen Survivor or lightsaber signed by Cameron Moynihan. And that was his first actual US visit last year. I waited like 5 hours total or something, I think, in line. But he was really cool. He was very nice. Again, try to get as many photos in as possible. But yeah, it's really fun. It's really interesting this year, the way they split it up. I'm a little bit happy and excited because, as we'll see in an upcoming photo, art and stuff is separated between, oh, I guess it's not, I didn't get it here, unfortunately, but this is the left side of the convention, and on the other side next to it is the celebrity stuff. So I like it because it's got a full separation. Last year, the celebrity stuff was behind the comic creators. So like if you want to get in line for Ryan Ollie, he was bumped up right next to the celebrities on the other side doing autographs and things. So it just made it a little bit more difficult to kind of separate those two things. So I'm glad they're doing this time. So
let's see. So this is kind of your game plan.
Yeah, that's my game plan. Yes, so comic creators, artist alley. That's where I spend most of my time. So yeah, it's no surprise. Yeah, Ryan Otley and Brett Bean are at the top of my list. So for those who follow Ryan, he posted these really cool sketch cards. Again, I'm realizing now, one of which I was going to say, one of which I have. It's an Adam Eve that I won from his WhatsApp whatnot sale that he did. And funny enough, it wasn't one that I intended to win. I was trying to go for his self-portrait, which I thought was hilarious, and I thought that's the one they were auctioning off. And then lo and behold, they held up Adam Eve, and I was the only one who bid, and so I won. And I was like, well, I guess I'm getting that one. So these are just a few of the ones he's posted. Battle Beast would be awesome. I would really love, again, a selfie of his. I have to see if he has one of those, or if he'd maybe be willing to do something like that, just because I thought it was hilarious the first time he did it. And then with Brett, I'm mainly hoping for commissions and or original art. So I've got my Darksiders War commission that he did end of last year. I'd love for him to do the other the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is from the game Darksiders, which I'm a massive fan of. So I'd love to finish those off. And then I unfortunately have to shout out Seth for the amazing idea of Ryan had done Gert versus Invincible for his commission. So the idea of doing this, but with Brett, and then switching the roles. So it'd be Invincible fighting Gert and seeing what Brett comes up with. And I was like, that's perfect. I was like, that's such a great idea for him to do. So I'm hoping to get that one. I've got an extra blank green variant of I Hate Fairyland. I know Brett also said he's going to have some there as well. So that's what I'll probably get it on, and I'll have them next to each other.
That's cool. I hope so. Have you talked to Brett about that yet, or does he know?
I haven't. No. I know I can reach out. I don't know why there's like this weird thing where I'm just such an in-person person where like I don't like reaching out. I just want to have it in the moment and get that natural flow, that conversation going. So I'm planning to be there at his booth first thing tomorrow, though he is kicking things off with a versus sketch, a battle that he's doing with oh goodness, I'm already blanking on the name. Anyways, it's another big artist, so I might attend that one and see if I can win the free art that's passed out there. So, but yeah, other than that, it's like I said, artist tables, just seeing who else is there. I'm very picky with comic creators and stuff. It's not that there's a lot of art I don't like. It's just that, it's the ones that I truly, really love that I'll find myself coming back to over and over again. And like I said, that's for me is a very small group. So it's Brett Bean and Ryan this time. And I always check out the other booths. Again, there's just so much to see. That's why I've got all 4 days again this year. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's there. And, maybe some other artist pops up or something else comes up that I want. So
nice. Well, next week's show will be the MegaCon recap show. And hopefully between you, your wife, and your sister-in-law, there'll be some good pictures taken.
Yes. Yeah, no, like you said, it's funny. Because Dustin, when he messaged me, he was like, "I'm so glad your sister-in-law is going because that means there'll actually be photos taken because she loves taking photos, especially
Yeah.
like us as a group and stuff."
Well,
I'm
when I first met you, Tyler, I thought, well, man, Tyler likes posting pictures of himself, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean pictures of like your wife and your sister-in-law. I was like, Tyler's really on top of this. He like I can know what movie he saw this week, what
Yep.
theme park he's went to, and then I realized he wasn't posting any of these. He was just
Nope.
getting tagged in them. So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. All the glory goes to her. I'm such an in the moment person that, I just thinking of photos isn't even at the top of my mind. I'm like, and every time she's like, "Hey, get the photo." I'm like, "All right, cool. Yep." And then we'll get the photo and go. So yeah, I'll try my best this time. I'll definitely be taking photos of Brett's booth, getting, hopefully some pictures and videos of the original art that he's got for sale there that maybe we can take a look at and that kind of stuff. And yeah, and just generally the rest of the convention itself. So if I see anything, that's always my thing too, is I love seeing what's out on the artist floor, the artist alley,
Well, that's why I'm
maybe there's
excited to see in the pictures that you get the booth pictures of the booths, pictures
yeah.
of commissions that you see that are cool that you may not even be yours. Hopefully, Seth and like Becker says he's got Carrie Gamble doing one. Anybody that messages me or Tyler with pictures of commissions they got from the con, we'll love to put them up next week. If nothing else, it'll just be Tyler's pictures and stuff. But that's cool if that's all it is. But
Yeah, no, like you said, that's a great idea. Yeah, anybody who's going, feel free to show, the awesome stuff that you saw there, because yeah, I mean, again, this thing just keeps getting bigger, and like I said, it's always been MegaCon, so it's an amalgamation of celebrities and comics and anime and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, again, that's kind of one of the things I do like about it, is the variability is just so much to look at there. But yeah, I'll definitely try my best to grab photos of stuff, especially art, and especially any art I get. There'll for sure be photos taken of that, just like I did Ryan's. As soon as I got my commission, I immediately took a picture and had to post it on the Facebook group. So yeah.
all right, so MegaCon kicks off tomorrow for preview night and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that'll be our show next week. For the rest of this show, we'll kind of jump into our usual stuff. But first, Vanessa had posted this on our group over the past weekend, and I don't know if anybody realizes how cool this is, but I'm sure most people that are, art fans, Travis Charest, it's a French name, but Charest is what. I've even heard. I was watching a video of David Finch, and he's like Charest. He's like, I know it's Charest, which is a French name, but I've been calling him Charest for 25 years. I'm not going to stop now. So
That's funny.
But Travis, he's one of those artists that's kind of in like the Chris Pachalo, the Joe Mad, where he's an artist, where if he were at a show, there would be other artists going to his table to get, art from. So the fact that he drew Gert from, one of Skottie's original properties, I Hate Fairyland, that was really cool. And I don't know if Vanessa actually requested this as a commission, because she had actually messaged me and asked, "Hey, is it okay if we post Skottie's creations that are done by artists other than Skottie?" And we've had some of those posted, and she may not have seen those in the past. And I was like, "Oh, absolutely." I had no idea who it was that she was posting until I saw it, and I was like,
Saw the
"Oh,
post,
that's great.
yeah.
That is really cool." So I just want to make sure and highlight that before.
No, yeah, that's awesome, man. It is always super fun, like you said, to see the different takes, and again, like you said, I'm sure it's got to be super fun for Skottie to be able to see other artists taking his own creations, and like you said, just running with them and playing with them, and especially in a context where he hasn't asked them to do so, for like something like Untold Tales or Brett coming on to do the comic itself. So yeah, no, super cool to see that stuff. I love these blank variants that we get of people getting these sketches done. So
absolutely. All right, this is something else I'm excited about. I actually have some new stuff this week, Tyler.
You get to go first. Yeah, I want you to go first.
Go first.
I've been going.
All right. I don't like blowing myself up, but of course the sketches.
Hey, all right. I'll hold mine. I'll hold mine out just because I've also got. We'll be the sketch gang.
There we go.
Because I want to see the differences. I want to see like your.
Okay. Let's do the pencil first.
All right.
Oh, and I hold up the.
I know you hold up the face. Yeah.
Wow, we are a well-oiled machine, if nothing else.
Well, I love it.
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
I like your W. I don't know why, like the W, like where like the pencil connects.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's all right. Let's see the Skottie, which I saw this and I thought, this could also be the Tyler. He's got the beard like
Yeah.
if I grew my beard out just a little bit more, it could be me. But
I love it. These are got to be. It's such a fun, neat
these are
idea.
great.
Like the remark idea of the sketchbook. So being able to do just a quick remark on them all, but like with the pen he did. I love these. These are such cool. I hope he continues this, like we've talked about.
Well, the only thing I'm trying to get to 100 pieces of art. That's my goal. The 100 pieces of Skottie art. I've disqualified these. I'm not including them in my count after because I don't think I'm going to display. I'm going to put them on the shelf with my other books carefully with a piece of like wax paper in between them so they don't rub. But
oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I can. I felt weird. I was like, should I count these as part of the count or not? And I feel like I have to do with an asterisk if I count those as part of the count. So
that's fair. Yeah, it's still the art, but like you said, it's I guess because it's got it more of a number count than a one-off original piece. So
that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. And granted, I say I'm trying to get to. I'm not really trying to get to 100. I'm just approaching that, and it'll be pretty cool to hit that number if I ever get lucky enough to hit that number. But this one I will count towards. And I hate, like I said, I hate.
Nope, you got to blow it up. We got to see that big and center on the screen. That looks fantastic. Such a cool cover. I love that cover. That is too cool.
There we go. I can actually hide behind it.
That's awesome, yeah. I love like the Spidey mask hanging out the back pocket. It's got the year. Did he date it? Does it have the year on it on the front or no? Or
it's from 2009. It doesn't have it. I don't think it has it on the front, but
okay.
It's on the back. It's just got the book because this is Marvel Adventures issue 53.
Yep.
But yes, that is. I will post that to the group tonight. I got that in Monday after FedEx played a game where nobody was home to sign for it for like 3 days in a row, and I was really worried it was going to send it back. But
yeah,
it came in. It's got some damage to it. Like there's like a tear at the top. There's a wrinkle in it, but it kind of adds character to it because it's an older piece. It's one.
Yeah, it'd be hard to find that one, pristine, if you will.
Yeah, and it wasn't the FedEx didn't damage it, and
yeah, it's just the handling of it over the years. Yeah. I'm sure.
Comic Link did a great job. Their packaging was top notch of how they shipped it in.
How to compare to John's from a 1 to a John.
Yeah, from 1 to John. It wasn't quite John material, and like Megan packed these today.
Yeah.
Did you get the Megan sticker or tag for the books?
Oh, I didn't know. I got a John, but that's because I've also got some prints that I ordered. Okay. So I think that's probably why John handled it.
Well, I saw other people I think get Megan on their books that came in, so she must just be doing the single books. But it was just like wrapped so tenderly with a little.
Oh yeah, again, their packaging hands down has just always been. I've not bought a lot of original art, but the stuff that I've gotten from them, and not even just original art, just their prints and stuff. Again, it's the bubble wrap they're putting in, like, and everything's got a system. That's why I love it. Is it's always like the same boxes and the same setup, but it's so well done. And I know my stuff will never come damaged. So, and if it rains, they've got it in multiple bags, wrapped in bubble wrap. So yeah, their stuff is so well packaged.
Yeah, I had an art rep, and I'm not going to trash anybody, but I had an art rep that shipped a piece of art in it was almost like a brown cardboard bag.
Oh no,
for lack of a better term, and the bag was soaking wet. Inside the art was soaking wet, like the art. But the cardboard, they had like 2 real thin cardboards.
Yeah, there was pressed between.
And those cardboards were soaking wet. But thankfully, the art was in a piece of plastic. So the edges were all bent up on it where it got bent. But yeah, compared to if I said 1 to John, that would have probably been a 2 because it wasn't shipped in a cereal box. But
yeah,
Comic Link was a 10. And I put John above 10. So John.
Okay, well, that's a fair. I like that 1 to John, and John's the 11. So
yeah, so you can't. Yeah, it's hard to compare. That's unfair to Comic Link to compare him to John.
No, that's fair. I'd like to do. I think we maybe talked about it before, but we need to do like a nameplate episode or something. See how many Johns we have. Compare Johns, compare Megans and Skotties. I've got a whole thick stack of Johns. So.
I want to ask Megan this. If she ever gets a chance to come on here. If they regret doing the name tag thing now because I was looking at it. It's got to be a lot. That's got to be a lot.
If anything, though, I'm sure Skottie feels such vindication. He's like, now you know how I feel when we sit at those tables and had to sign like 1,000 comics. He's like,
here's 100 more books for you to sign.
If anything, I'm sure they make a competition out of them. They're like, they mark a number next to like, hey, I packed another one, and like, I would hope they're keeping tabs. I'm sure they're not. That's got to be so much work, but yeah, that would be super fun to keep tabs of like, all right, like John's at like 400 this week, and you know, Skottie's at 2 or whatever.
It's, I mean, John's got to be approaching tens of thousands of them now.
Oh my goodness, yeah. No, like I said, I've got a good stack full, and I can't imagine I'm the only one who has that many stacks of them. So
I can just imagine the only way to keep a good track of it is to see how many you've ordered and how many you have left, and you could see how many was signed in total. But other than that, there's probably no way of tracking what they've signed.
Oh no, yeah, not at all. Yeah, only individually. So
all right. What else you got for the week?
I did the print bundle as we talked about last week. So I just did the regular print bundle. So I was just going to show off those. So kicking off, I got the Spider-Punk one. That was my one signed one because it came with one signed, one or
that's like a good one.
That were not signed. So that's yeah, I love this one. I did get some duplicates. I'm not going to name names because it doesn't matter to me. I don't mind duplicates. I bought this knowing full well that might be the case. So
yeah,
this one was a super fun one. I really like getting this one. I did not have this one, and this one's one of the ones that's like the odd size. It's hard to tell. I gotta take it off here.
Oh yeah, that's on white on white.
It's like the 11 by 14 compared to like the 11 by 17. So I like this. It just feels I don't know, more tight. I mean, I don't mind the 11 by 17s either. But this one was a fun one. I like this Venom cover. Next up was Predator. That was a really fun one to get. I love the Predator cover. That's super fun. Going a little bit out of focus there.
Yeah, that one's a good one too. Well, they're all good.
I know, yeah, they're all super good. Next up was I don't remember which cover this one was specifically. I
haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, you've got the cover cap, and then oh my goodness, Falcon there. I'm just blanking on names tonight. So that was a great cover, and then the last one was the Ant-Man and the hamburger. So
with the Whopper
ones, I love these in big, and you know, the ones where he's super tiny and something's really big, or the opposite where he's super tiny. These are always super fun. I love these ones. So yeah, no, I did great on these. I thought these are fantastic. I also need to post pictures. I did finally update my wall of prints. So I've got all of my I Hate Fairyland ones up now. I've also got some of the other ones like my Magneto and stuff, the ones that were kind of sitting behind my door. I've doubled them up so that way I can kind of swap them in and out since I'm not able to post all of them on the walls just due to wall space. But I'll be posting pictures of those. I've got a little bit of space back here. I'm probably going to put up a few more. But yeah, I always love a good print. The prints are just always super fun. And like I said, just being surrounded by Skottie's work is a blast. So but yeah, those are my my pickups. I didn't get to the comic store. I know Coliseum they have a booth in MegaCon. I don't know if I've ever been to their booth or not, but I'll probably try and check it out this weekend. So,
and I don't think that there's anything coming out new this week. So maybe it's not too bad for having them. If you're gonna pick a week to miss going to the comic shop, this will be the week to pick.
Exactly. Yeah.
But after we absolutely butchered how many comics was going to be in this last week.
Well, yeah, Seth was right all along. So
once again, foiled. Skottie and Megan dropped this, or Stupid Fresh Mess dropped this the next day, and it was almost like pouring salt in the wound. I was like, all right. there's 10, yeah.
It was fun. I was like, oh man, we are getting more. I was like, sweet. I was like, awesome. That's fine. I don't mind being wrong. You know, let's get some more. Especially again, you know.
Yep.
They just keep putting out such bangers. And this one is no exception. I mean, I love the details. I love Electro's mask as the kite, and then the fact that Spidey's skeleton has the webs drawn all over it. Again, it's just super fun. It's just such a cute idea. So
Well, once we get all 10 of these out, we can do our countdown show for them to rank
Yes.
them. But I have a prediction what the next cover will be. I will reveal it next episode.
Oh my god! I was like waiting. I was like, because I haven't even heard it. I was like, which one is it?
No. I'm going to draw it out. That's what's going to be the great part about it, and I will post it in the group. And if you ask, I didn't know Dustin could draw. Dustin can't draw. Dustin's a horrible artist. So I'm going to do
Dustin
the
will be drawing it live next week. So join us for that.
No, because there's so many ways it could go wrong with that. So I'm going to be drawing it this weekend, and I'll have my tongue out. I'll be doing the left-handed as slow as I can, and I'll probably still have to describe what it is. I'll put little arrows, what the word's in, but I think and we'll see. We'll have a challenge. Who did it better, Dustin or Skottie?
Hey, well, don't knock the whole left-handed thing because Skottie's left-handed, so it's if he can do it, you can do it, and
I can't. No,
left-handed's got to stick together.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Don't build it up. It's going to be bad. It's going to be really
so bad. We're actually going to make it one of the giveaways at the end of the year is like the main prize. So
you know what? I might do it on a blank just so we can, so I can do
I would love that. I would,
CGC, so.
I'd buy that.
Oh, that's going to be bad. All right, next week. So other than the MegaCon recap, we'll also have the big reveal of Dustin's prediction for the final cover.
Love it. I cannot wait.
Just curb your enthusiasm a little bit, my friend. All right. So real quick news from new in the Skottie shop. They dropped the Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, which is very timely with the Fantastic Four teaser trailer dropping yesterday.
Yes.
So, man, Skottie's and the whole Stupid Fresh Mess crew, their timing is impeccable. I mean, it is. We've heard the story about how Skottie, got on the rocket job, right when Guardians came out, and just like it's perfect timing. So, once again, timing strikes right, and that gets released. And I'm sorry, the Something is Killing the Children and Absolute Batman, those were restocked in the Skottie shop today, but the Batman has already sold out. I've had a couple people commenting in our Facebook group, the Skottie Young Appreciation group, that they went to check out the Batman and it already sold out. So this was the last restock for the Skottie shop. So unless there's something that appears like in the personal collection of Skottie or in a warehouse find where maybe some scratch, dent, and a nick sales they might have, this will be it other than the secondary market. So,
and it looks like it's the same for the Something is Killing the Children. It looks like it's just the Godzilla Fantastic Four. So
the cover B.
Or no, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I lied. I thought that was one of the CGC ones.
No, I think I looked and they had the regular cover A. Yeah, they had cover A signed, unsigned, but I don't think they had any more of the cover Bs.
They have unsigned set covers A and B still. It looks like for 75. Okay. Yeah. So
okay, well I stand corrected. It wouldn't be a show if I didn't make at least one mistake. So thanks.
I got you covered. Yeah. Again, my eye rolling is me. My mentat abilities from Dune. So.
Yep, our own Dr. Manhattan over there. We've got it under control. So. Oh, and this is I wanted to bring up the grab set. The grab bag is still.
Forgot about this. Yeah, this slide. Yeah.
But what I wanted to highlight in the next slide, some members from our group, and oh man, can you see their names?
Melissa and Chuck.
Melissa and Chuck had posted these, and the really cool part was out of all the prints they posted, there was no duplicates between the 10 prints that they had posted, and even what you just showed, Tyler. The Ant-Man, granted,
just the one, just the Ant-Man and the Predator, Ant-Man and Predator. So
So 13 out of 15 are different. So if you still want to go to the shop and grab one of these grab bag sets, you've got a great chance of getting something completely different. It looks like I see the Boba Fett and the Rancor.
Oh yeah, they've got that one. Yeah, I've got that one here. Next to me, along with the Spider Punk. I need to get hung up, but and there's another one. You can see Magic back there as well. I'm super jealous of the What If Deadpool Carnage one. That one's super. What If Deadpool? That one's a super cool one. So yeah, no, I mean, again, these are always such a blast to get. Again, it's just so fun. You get discounted prints. One of them comes signed. You don't know what you're going to get, and like you said, they clearly still have a good variety left of covers that you can get art for. So I even see the Run the Jewels one poking back there, and again, that one's one of my favorites.
Yeah, really small. I missed that one.
I know.
But,
I just saw it myself. I was like, I think that's the Run the Jewels. So,
but hey, we have Gerald. I can't say it.
Jerry.
Jerry, yeah, we'll just say
Jerry.
Jerry.
Parentheses,
I was saying Gerard. I want to put an R in his name, but yeah, Gerald. There we go. Jerry is on the show with us, and he said his pack is coming tomorrow. So glad to have you on the show,
awesome,
Jerry.
Yeah.
I know you've posted quite a bit in the group, so glad to have you on here. And hopefully you get a good set and get something that, as Tyler showed or some of these other prints showed, something that you really like.
I need to share mine to the group. So like I said, I also need to catch up on Instagram. So yeah, definitely share there. And again, yeah, because it's always fun, even if it's ones that people have and stuff, it's just fun to see, it helps people, hey,
Absolutely.
it's like they see something maybe they like, and then they end up getting the grab bag. So
and it really looks like it's a shuffled job. It doesn't look like there's going to be like the same group of 5 in all of them, like variations of the same group of 5. It looks like it's going to, you've really got a random spot. So if you ordered another set, there's a good chance you'll get at least 4 that are completely different than what you got in your first one. So that's not guaranteed. We've got to put a disclaimer up there. So.
I know, the banner again, but no, I mean, it's true. I mean, and all of I've gotten a good handful of print bags, and I barely have any duplicates. I maybe have like 1 or 2 or 3 at most. So I don't know if that's just luck or if they're that good and they go back and look at which ones they've given somebody and try, and because I wouldn't surprise me either with how awesome that group is. But
absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, and even if you do, again, the group is there, and you can maybe find somebody who has a print that you don't, and you both have duplicates, and you can swap and send each other the ones you're missing. So
yeah, and then it's great to communicate just to let other people know, like just posting that post about the restock of the books. Josh Michael just posted a few minutes ago that he's like, what the heck, I'll grab another Something Is Killing the Children cover is great. So if nothing else, if people don't have the money to buy at that time, they can keep it fresh in their mind. Maybe you post a week later and they do have the money at that time. So it's a good reminder.
Who knows, maybe you've also won a $25 Skottie Young gift card that you can also use. So
that's exactly right. So, which will be coming up here, or some other prize will be coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So as we get forward, and we're under an hour, so I think we should maybe dance or something to make it go an extra 3 minutes to get it there.
I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you go first.
That's all I got. But I was going to say, I did post about the March Madness is coming up. And,
yes, I did see that. Yeah.
And of course, if anybody's been a member of the group for the last couple of years, they know exactly what that is. If you're not a member of the group, we have 16 members of our group that select a cover by Skottie. The only covers that have been retired so far are the Stan Lee cover, the 9 and 14 ASM, and the A versus X first baby variant Skottie cover, Midtown Comics exclusive. That one, and the black and white version, gray tone version of that one has been retired.
I also have the A versus X, but it's up on so I can't reach my shelf from here. So.
Well, the truth about that cover that you just held up, it won in 2022, it won in 2024, and it lost in the championship round of 2023. So it's got enough hardware on the shelf. It retired a nice life. Yeah. And then Daniel Fonte, he won last year by his cover selection of the Midtown Comic exclusive. So it would hit the Hall of Fame in the Skotties this year. So it's been retired. So anyway, we take these 16. We go head to head for 2 days where people vote which one's their favorite. We narrow it down till we get to a champion and crown them the king or the winner of the Skottie Young cover March Madness. So really looking forward to that. Me and Tyler will have a show on here that's dedicated to announcing the covers and the brackets. And we will probably not be as entertaining as CBS and the NCAA bracket, or we may be more entertaining. You can be the judge of that. So.
Yeah, we'll play music. Dustin will dance. It's going to be a great show. You won't want to miss it. So,
yeah, gotta keep the hands down.
I got your one move is like you just like put like it's like the robot.
That's all I got. That's all. You ask my wife, you ask my kids. That's all I got. If I do anything else, it just looks like I'm falling. So,
oh goodness.
I almost do the Conan O'Brien string dance where he pulls like and then cuts the string. But
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
yeah, for everybody, I was actually doing it, but the camera thankfully cuts off right here. So on that note, Heroes 2025 potential fan meetup where you can see dance moves by Dustin and Tyler making some wild expression whenever he meets Skottie. So if you're at MEGACON and you see Scott, if you're at MEGACON and you see Skottie, then you're probably
I'm at MEGACON and I see Skottie.
Something's wrong.
It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be like, what is happening? Why are you here?
You're in the wrong state and the wrong.
I go to Brett's booth and he's like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "What is what? What are you? Why are you here?"
It's just hope like the defibrillators are close by if Tyler happens to see Skottie at MEGACON, because I'm
like, Skottie, I didn't bring enough money for you as well. I didn't account for this. Now I have to go bankrupt, and it's all your fault.
I'm so sorry. But if you see Tyler at MEGACON, if anybody's watching this, or Seth, or we see Tyler, make sure you say hey, say hi to him, stop by and see Brett, tell him the show says hey, and hopefully everybody has a great and safe time, and yes. Tyler doesn't catch the flu or anything like that.
Let's hope not. Yeah, I mean, I thankfully work from home, so I can be kind of house ridden if need be for work. But yeah, it'd be better if I don't get sick.
Yeah, we'd prefer it. That would be the preference. So anyway, Tyler, hope you have a great show there tomorrow. Get all the art you need. Beat Seth to Brett's booth so you can get more art than him. And,
yes, again, just like with Megan and with Skottie, like I will be Brett's favorite. Seth will come in second. That's just how the way it has to be, and
it's a must.
But it doesn't mean that we can't both get art and we can't both be there at the booth at the same time, shoving each other to try and get the art that we want.
Yeah, you may be kicked out, and there may be plastic barriers between you and Brett next year.
We'll never be allowed. Yeah, we'll never be allowed back again. It's going to be awful. But no, I mean, in all seriousness, yeah, and it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to seeing Seth there. Going to Brett's booth. Hopefully I don't bug him as much as I bugged Megan and Skottie at their booth at HeroCon. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I mean, if there's other people who are going to be there, I know there's a few other potential Skottie Young Facebook fan group members that will potentially be there as well. So but I don't doubt if you won't see me, because again, it's going to be a flood, especially on Saturday. It's just going to be a sea of people, and I will be a small fish among them. So,
well, Tyler, I think I know what I'll do tonight after we get done with this. I'm going to post a picture of you and say, if you see this guy, make sure to say hi. It's going to be the Kylo Ren picture on your Facebook page.
I'll be like, I didn't recognize you with your shirt on, but I thought that was you.
Yeah. All right. That's that's too much. All right. You will sign us off for the night so you can get some rest.
Yes, I'm actually going to go back because I don't know if everyone saw the comment, but Ryan at the very beginning, I love it. He said, have a great show. Got fam in town. So I guess I forgot I can just put it up on the screen. Got fam in town. So I'll catch you guys next time. And he ended it like we always do, stay fresh. And I like his interpretation of it. Stay fresh and live messy. That's awesome. That's going to be the new outro. Yeah. Like mine was just stay fresh, stay messy, which is how can you stay both fresh and messy? So stay fresh, live messy. And then the other one, when in doubt, joke it out. Again, we just kind of end on Skottie quotes, but we'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have a ton of pictures and videos of MEGACON, and I'll see you all next week.